Okay, all of you read the question number 1. Question number 1, this numerical is based on an orifice meter. An orifice meter with orifice diameter. Orifice diameter is represented by, so we'll write the given data first. Orifice diameter is DO, that is 10 centimeter he has given. So convert into meter, 0.10 meter. And dear students, in the orifice meter, there will be 3 diameters, as you know. One is area or the diameter at the inlet. This is the orifice structure. Okay, here will be the inlet section, and here will be the orifice section, and here will be the outlet. Okay, that is section 2. So between these two, an manometer is connected or installed for measuring pressure difference. We can use the manometers or we can use pressure gauges also. Depends upon the quantity of water which is flowing through the pipe. If you are measuring for huge quantity of water, huge discharge, you go for pressure gauges because the manometers will not sustain so much of pressure. If you are measuring some low discharge, maybe in the laboratory, maybe in small scale industry, or small diameter pipe, they will go for differential manometers. Now we'll see what type of devices he has used in the orifice meter for measuring pressure. The first data he has given diameter of the orifice, so we have 10 centimeter, is inserted in a pipe of 20 centimeter diameter. So diameter of this pipe, that is DP, I will take. DP is equal to 20 centimeter is equal to 0.2 meter. And dear students, as I told you in the previous classes and previous video lectures also, the diameter of the pipe will be equal to inlet diameter because the inlet is connected at the entrance of that particular orifice meter. So this orifice is joined, attached to the pipe. So diameter of the orifice is equal to inlet diameter. So I will take it as D1. D1 stands for diameter of inlet of the orifice meter, that is equal to same 0.20 meter. So don't get confused that diameter of the inlet orifice meter is not given. Okay. Next point, the pressure gauges fitted upstream and downstream. So here the left side section of the orifice meter from the plate, this is plate or orifice meter or orifice hole, all are same. So this end you will call it as upstream end, and after the orifice plate or orifice hole, so this end we will call it as downstream end. Okay, so upstream end and downstream pressures he has given 19.62 and 9.81. So one end of the manometer is connected at upstream end, here is a P1. Another end of the manometer is connected at downstream end, here it is P2. So P1 is equal to 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, so this centimeter square you convert into meter, 19.62 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, then downstream is 9.81 Newton per centimeter square he has given. So I will write here only P2. P2 is a pressure gauge connected at the other end, that is downstream. So 9.81 Newton per centimeter square. So centimeter is centimeter into centimeter is centimeter square. So 1 centimeter is 10 to the power of minus 2. Here will be minus 2 and one more minus 2. So in the denominator we will get 10 to the power of minus 4. That I am taking in the numerator. So it will become 9.81 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per centimeter square. Here in the directly I have written. So please remember this unit conversions also. The next point what is here, coefficient of the discharge for the meter, which meter it is? Orifice meter, is given as 0.6. That what I discussed in the previous topic, we discussed that the value of CD for orifice meter is 0.5 to 0.7. So here how much he has given? 0.6. So CD is 0.6 value. Find the discharge of water. This is also one condition we may need because we need some case density of the fluid flowing through this pipe or flowing through the orifice meter, that is water. So I will write it as 1000 kg per meter cube is the value of density of water. So I will also not necessarily write here. Anyway, I have to now calculate what is discharge. Find the discharge. When CD is given, of course, you need to find out actual discharge. If CD is not mentioned in the statement of the numerical, then you need to take, then it is theoretical discharge. Okay, these are the step 1 data we have written. Now we will go to step 2. Step 2, we know that what is the formula for calculating actual discharge of RFS meter? Actual discharge QA, CD, A1, A0, square root of 2GH divided by or upon square root of A1 square minus A0 square. So this is a formula for calculating actual discharge of the RFS meter. Now, what are the terms it contains? CD, cross check whether CD is given. Yes, CD is 0.6. A1 is not given directly, but diameter is given. So using the formula A1 is equal to pi by 4 d square, you can calculate A1 easily. A0 also you can calculate because diameter is given directly. Then this H is called difference in pressure head. There are two formulas. That two formulas also will write. Okay. Now all the parameters are directly or indirectly it is given. Now we'll go to the calculating the unknowns of each. First I will calculate A1. So A1 is equal to pi by 4 D1 square. D1 is diameter of the pipe or diameter of the inlet or meter. So pi by 4, what is the value of D1? We given 0.20. That you substitute here. 0.20 whole square. So pi by 4, 0.20 whole square will be 0.0314 meter square approximately. Yeah. Then area of orifice is equal to pi by 4 diameter of the orifice square. So pi by 4, how much is the diameter of the orifice which is given in the numerical? That is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter that you write here. 10 centimeter 0.10 meter, it is square because diameter square is the formula. So once you substitute values, I will get 0.0078 meter square. So these are the two unknowns we have calculated. CD is already given. Square root of 2 is there, it is constant anyway. G value is 9.81, that already we know. I will write here meter per second square. H is we don't know. H is a differential head. There are two ways to find the value of H. I will write both the formulas. Here H is P1 by rho G plus Z1 minus P2 by rho Z plus Z2. This is the formula used for calculating H, that is difference in head. If the position of the pipe or position of the orifice meter, if it is horizontal, then these two get cancelled. Let me check whether the position is horizontal or vertical. Has he mentioned anything? No, he has not clearly said there is no vertical position or horizontal position, and the distance from daytime line to inlet is also not given. So assume that it is pure horizontal pipe, horizontal downstream. Okay. So now we'll assume Z1 is equal to Z2. Both get cancelled. Now P1 by rho G value is given directly. How much is the value? It is given. See here. What he has mentioned, the pressure gauge. Pressure gauge value he has mentioned directly. So that value we will consider in substituting. Okay. Now P1 he is given. You calculate P1 by rho G after substituting. Okay. We'll calculate P1 by rho G. Separately will you calculate or will you substitute directly? You will substitute directly one. What is the value of P1? P1 is given 19.62. 19.62 into 10 to the power of 4. What is the value of density? Density rho is density of the fluid flowing in the pipe. Here the water, that is 1000. That you substitute here 1000 into G value is 9.81 minus P2 value is, I think, 9.81. It is P2, yes, 9.81. That I will substitute here. 9.81 into 10 to the power of 4 divided by density of water is 1000 into 9.81. And dear students, one hint I need to give here. So why you have taken P1 19.62, because it is given. Why you have taken P1 by rho G value? Dear, that is called pressure head. In some of the numericals we solved in the previous video lectures, okay, that if he used pressure head value 19.62, then unit will be centimeter of mercury, centimeter of water, or meter of water. But here, what is the unit he has given? Newton per centimeter square. It is in terms of almost Pascal. Anyway, Newton per meter square is a unit of Pascal. So this is pressure. It is not pressure head. This is only P1 value. It is not a P1 by rho G. Okay. How to identify what is P1 by rho G is? The unit is, if it is centimeter or meter, then that is P1 by rho G value. That this is the hint we discussed many times in the previous video lectures. So once you substitute all the values, I am getting the value of 10 is 10 meter. H is equal to, I am getting 10 meter of water. So why do we use this formula is, he has given directly P1 and P2. If P1, P2 is not given directly, he may using differential manometer, that is mercury manometer, for measuring pressure difference. In that case, we will use a formula H is equal to X. X is difference in mercury level in the manometer into specific gravity of heavy liquid, that is manometer liquid, density of the fluid flowing in the pipe minus 1. This is the second, another formula for calculating H value. But here he has given P1 and P2 both, so we have used this formula. So now all the values we have calculated, so that you can substitute in the equation number 1. Okay. Now from equation number 1, we will write the values. From equation number 1. From equation 1, that is Q actual is equal to, substitute all the values. CD is 0.6, A1 is 0.0078, A0 is 0.0314. Okay, square root of 2 G, H value you have taken here 10 meter upon square root of A1 square minus A0 square. A1 is 0.0314 whole square minus A0 is 0.0078 whole square. Okay. So because already, dear students, keep in mind A1 will be always greater than A0. A0 is less than A1. In the previous venturimeter also we said diameter of the throat is less compared to inner diameter. This is formula. Okay. Now once you substitute all the values in the calculator, you will get QA is equal to approximately, how much I got? I will write it here, 0682 meter cube per second. He may ask you to put in terms of liters per second, then get multiply by 1000. I will get 68.21 liters per second is the value of discharge which is flowing in the pipe. Up to here is the solution.